So in AC machines, for example, if in your home application, in your home, you are using the 230 volt AC supply. So where you will get that one? So based upon the generators, AC generator. So machines categorized into two, like previously we seen how the DC machine categorized. One is the generator and is the motor. In that we seen a lot of classification, and here we are going to see the AC machines categorized into the motor and as well as the generator, and also the transformer which will works under your AC inputs, and that is also comes under your AC machine. So these three we are going to see in this topic. Okay. So alternating current is the primary source of electrical energy. So in your home appliances, so everywhere they will use the AC only. So where you will convert into these in the sense for charging your laptops, for charging your mobile phones, there you will convert the AC into DC. Even nowadays streamers comes under the USB. So wherever the USB is available, so surely it works under DC only. And your computers and all. The processor works under the DC, electronics components works under the DC, so there you will convert it. But remaining every equipments you will use the AC only. For example, the air conditioner and the mixie, grinder, fan, light, everything it comes under AC. Why? Because previously discussed the transmission of a DC is quite difficult when compared to transmitting a AC signal. Okay, so that's why we are using the AC as a primary sources. Okay, and it is very less expensive to produce as well as to transmit. So production is very simple. Why? Because AC machines design is not very complicated when compared to your DC machine, and we cannot able to make a large output using a small devices. DC and all we can construct for small applications only, but AC machine we will construct for large applications, so that it will provide a large output. In the sense, if it is a generator, if it will provide the huge electrical voltage, and as well as if it is a motor, in the sense it will do a lot of heavy works. For example, the lift and all, it's doing very heavy work, so on the time you will use a large AC machines and all. Okay. Okay. So here you can able to see that the machines are categorized into two. One is the generators and then another is the motor. So you know that generator convert mechanical into electrical, and the motor will convert electrical into mechanical energy. Let's see the difference of how the assembly is. So inside the setup of the motor, you can able to see here the DC motor how they are connected. So here they are using the split rings. So split rings, in order to maintain the same phase, I am using the split rings. So even though it is rotated, the coil is rotated, it is fixed one. But if you look at the AC machines, here I am using two output. So one is taking from one conductor, second is taking from second conductor. That will be constant. There is no changes. You know that. Uh, so in a DC machine, guys, it is audible.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Audible, sir.
So in a DC machine, you know that we seen the principal operating principle. So this is A and this is B. Okay, the split ring will start to rotate along with your coil. So this coil terminal is fixed with A, and this coil terminal at the another end is fixed with B. Okay, so during another off rotation, this A will go to here and the B will go to opposite polarity, and simultaneously the current direction will change, so that we seen that the output will be in positive in the DC generator, right? It will be like this. But when compared to here, the long terminal of the uh, coil is connected to A here, and the short terminal is connected to B here. Okay, so why they made a ring like, I mean round structure in the sense, in order to make the contact with this short terminal. So whenever the short term start to rotate, it will be rotate. It will be keep on touch with this V only. Similarly, the long terminal will keep on touch on the terminal A. Okay. So if you doing rotation also, there won't be any changes. So your output will be positive and then negative also. Likewise you will get. So that is the difference between your AC machines as well as DC machines. So here you are using the same, the springs start to rotate along with that one, but here we get taking the output from constant value, so the current direction will change. So due to that, the current direction also will go to negative. Here what happening, current direction is changing. Addition to that, the terminal also changing. So initially A is in left hand side, in the sense for next of rotation A will come to right hand side, so that you will get the same phase. So it will be always in positive or it will be always in negative. But here, due to alternating, current direction is changing. So once for first half cycle it will be positive, in the sense for second half cycle it will be in negative, and so on. So it's a periodic signal. So you will get the waveform like this. So that is the difference between your AC machine and DC machine. So now we will see the AC motor. So AC motor, how it will function. So here what we are going to do, so we are going to give the input supply, AC supply I am going to give. So this is your supply you are giving, so to the two terminals, so long terminal as well as your short terminal I am giving. Okay. So next, you know that when you are placing a current carrying conductor, so when you are placing a current carrying conductor under the magnetic field, the induced EMF will get induced, and then due to the motor function, the torque will generate it here. So when you are keeping a current carrying conductor on a magnetic field, that too you are providing the alternating current. So due to that, the torque will generate. That torque, what it will do, this is it will start to rotate the coil. Okay, so that is the function of your motor. So next is generator. So generator, we know that we have to give the mechanical movement. So you have to rotate the coil. So due to rotation, here already the magnetic field will be there. Okay, and due to magnetic flux linkage, the magnetic will flux will get linked along with the coil. So due to you keep on changing the direction of your coil, this induced EMF will generated in alternating position. So if it is a generator, in the sense the flux will linked along with the coil. So how much flux it is keep on linked, or because you are keep on rotating, so that there will be changes in your magnetic flux. So due to that changes, the induced EMF will change from positive to negative, so that you will get a sinusoidal output in your generator. Okay. When compared to the motor, so what it will do, it will, when you are keeping a current carrying conductor, already you are providing the current to the coil, so that conductor we are going to place under the magnetic field. So what it will what will happen in the sense, it will generate a torque. So torque will be generated, so that torque will make the movement to the coil, so it will start to rotate. So motor's function is likewise. Next is the classification. So there are two major classifications. One is the synchronous machine, second is your asynchronous machine. So what is a synchronous machine? In the sense, when the speed of your magnetic field is equal to your speed of your armature winding, so that is nothing but your synchronous machine. Both speed will be same. If it is asynchronous, means the speed of your magnetic field will not synchronized with your armature winding rotation. Okay, so there the speed will be not equal, but in synchronous machine the speed will be equal. Okay. So synchronous machine means machine, you know that it will categorize into two major parts. One is the motor and another is the generator. Similarly, for asynchronous, it is also called as induction machine or induction motor. Okay, so induction motor as well as induction generators. Let me see why it is called as a induction motor as well as induction generators. So motor function is used to give the mechanical movements based upon your input from electrical energy, and if it is a generator, means we have to give the electrical mechanical movement, and sorry, yeah, we have to give the mechanical movement and electrical output you will get. Motor, in the sense, it will take the input as electrical, but generator it will give the output as the electrical. So that is the difference. So these are the various applications. The gas stream turbines, they will use the AC machines, and the diesel generators, generator they will use the AC machines. In your home, the large, sorry, not one home. In shopping malls and all, you can able to see that large generators will be there inside. It works under your diesel or petrol sorry, diesel or kerosene. Nowadays everything comes under diesel only. So due to that burning sensation, like our vehicle, it will give the mechanical movement. So after giving a mechanical movement, it will start to generate the AC signal. Okay, so hydropower plant, and for special applications. So they were using the synchronous machine. So what is the synchronous? Synchronous is nothing but nothing but your equal, and the chronos is nothing but the time. So they are using the same timing. So, like I said, why it is called as a synchronous means the rotating air gap field. So, air gap field is nothing but your magnetic field, the rotational magnetic field, or it is called as RRS. The speed of this magnetic field will be equal to your speed of your rotor. So, rotor, you know, that is the central part, the core which we are going to, which it will be rotational one. Okay, the speed of the rotor along with the speed of your rotational magnetic field, if it is equal in the sense, then it is called as synchronous machine. Okay, so let me show. Show the types, elaboration. So how many types are available? Uh, able to see the screen, guys? Classification of motors. Is it visible? Classification of motors is visible.